Hello, everybody. Grin Guardian. I'm not sure what happened, but for some reason it wouldn't let me go live there for a few minutes. So I'm not sure where we're broadcasting to. So drop me a chat and let me know. Once again, we are scheduled to have a great lineup and show tonight, even if the gremlins aren't being cooperative. First off, I wanted to send out a shout out to the Cascade Mountain. Let me bring us down here. Sheriff's Department. Within the last hour, they've had a police officer involved shooting, and all they're releasing to the media is that the officer is in stable condition, getting medical care, and they expect him to make a full recovery. So our thoughts and prayers are with them and their coworkers, well, him and his coworkers. So, yeah, it sucks that we're starting off. Last week, we started off with breaking news about Loudoun County. And then the week before that, it was Arlington. And it was like Blount County in Tennessee. It's kind of sucks we start off each show like that. But unfortunately, it's part of the nature of public safety. Let's see who's hiding in the back here. I've got Matt. I wouldn't say my lovely and talented and beautiful, but that's usually reserved for Dina.
I'll take it. I'll take all of it.
You take it all. We have Andy, and we have. Remind me tonight after the major goes and we're just BSing. Remind me, I've got a news story to share. I meant to share last week, and we have retired Major O'Carroll from the Fairfax County Police Department. Hello, Major. How are you tonight?
Doing wonderful. How are you all?
Doing great. You've been Andy before. Matt's the newbie. He's a seaman, is what we call him. Yeah, my two normal deputies are out assisting mutual aid with another department that's had an incident. So Godspeed with them. So, but yeah, I understand he's going to be okay. They were released. NBC News Montana released that he was being treated and was fine, but it still sucks to be shot. So, I mean, I got bit and taken out of the line of duty, and I would have never said all. I've been shot at. I've had knives pulled on me. All this. I never once thought about a dog, and none of our training prepared us for it. So you never know. You never know. So, Major, I'm hoping that you can. You look like you got a really cool setup behind you, and I'm already like, oh, looky, he's got goodies. I'm hoping you can give us a little bit of history about the department, and then any history you know about. I don't know what that was. Was that you, Andy? You about sent me in a conniption fit if that was you. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, any history on challenge coins are. And then I know you're. I don't know. I won't say avid, but I know you're a collector as well. So
yeah. No, thanks for having me, and neat to see you again, Andy, and to meet you, Matt. I think you're a good-looking guy.
Hell yeah, 2 for 2.
Yeah, I gotta find my glasses. My glasses are around here somewhere.
Oh man, he's gonna put them on and be like, "Oh, this is ugly guy."
It's a 2-bagger.
Yeah, so, and thank you for referencing my rank. I haven't heard that in in about a year, because it's been a year since I retired from law enforcement. And thank you for mentioning, the uncertainty that these professions are under. I mean, the world is definitely a different place than it was a year ago, or 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And it's a dangerous series of professions, right? No matter what you're doing, or heck, even if you're, just out kind of living in the community, it can be a dangerous place for a variety of reasons. And just look to Washington, D.C. with these carjackings. I mean, it's just unbelievable how vulnerable we all can be at any time, right?
Yeah. The guy that hosts the FM station, or not FM, the internet station we broadcast on, is retired Secret Service. Yeah. And he told me a statistic about Washington, D.C. I don't remember the exact number, but he was like, every 1 in 5 cars in D.C. is a police vehicle or fed or some type of, law enforcement. He's like, so imagine with all the carjackings through the roof. I mean, I know they don't drive Honda Civics, but which is the most commonly stolen car, but you would think that many police officers in that small of area.
Yeah, you'd think, but it's really an epidemic there, and it has been. I think crime was worse, 20 or 30 years ago, and then you saw that drop with strict enforcement, and then the gas pedal was let up, where law enforcement oftentimes has their hands tied, and some depolicing, and so all of a sudden that crime categories have increased: carjacking, stolen cars, robberies. And you see it in that DC area, and you see it around the country. I left DC, Fairfax County, Virginia, and moved to Colorado. But my daughter's car was stolen a few weeks ago. So, no one's really immune from these things, right? You do need to do things to protect yourself and reduce the chances of it happening.
Yeah. And and they get smarter and smarter. It seems like I saw they have now an electronic contraption where they will walk around people's houses at night in the front of their house, and this thing scans for the little clicker fob so they can start your vehicle. Mm-hmm. It's like, how did they come up? I mean, used to it was just a bunch of teenagers joyriding, stealing cars. Now they got technology. So it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, well, I think our young people are savvy, right? They've been brought up in the digital age. So, I would recommend any one of them put their efforts to a company that will hire them, and they can change the world for the better, right? If they only put those efforts towards something positive. And so with my daughter's car being stolen, I mean, she was devastated, and they flattened the 4 tires, racing around, and I hate to say, urinated in the car, and it just it turned really ugly. For her to get the car back in that condition. It's one thing to steal it. It's one thing if you're stealing a pack of meat because you need to eat, right? But when you're doing those things and so destructive, it's just utterly, sad. It really is sad.
Yeah. And well, enough about the doom and gloom stuff. Yeah. I do know though, and I really need to get you on one of my 2 shows. You were, I won't say an expert, but you teach a lot of ways for people to keep themselves safe with basically what's around us. Yeah. I'd like to get you to either of the 2 shows come on and talk about that sometime, because I think that we could advertise it and maybe get a pretty decent audience where we could, you could maybe reach some people. That's the one thing I learned in all the years I did this. If you make a difference in one life, it was all worth it. So, I went into a county in Tennessee, first moved there, and it was all volunteer, and they never went into the schools on public safety, or on not public safety, fire prevention week. I was like, why are we not going into schools? And they're like, well, we never have. And I'm like, we need to be in the schools so these kids see us, and use some of the stuff available from the feds, exit drills in the home, Edith, and I forget what was the other one at the time. And, all the stuff was free from the Fed. All we had to do was write it on an official, letterhead and have the chief sign it. And 2 years later, we had a fire, and the little girl made it out of the house because they had practiced. She went home and they practiced exit drills in the home. And since that point, all the departments in that county are now going into the schools. Now, I don't want to take credit for it by any means because it's not my idea to do that, obviously, but it made a difference in one life. She's still probably graduated, maybe in college by now, or, so hopefully that made a difference. She wouldn't have made it out if she hadn't learned that in school. So that taught me at a really early age in this, that I knew, but it's not about us. It's about everyone else. And if it makes you feel good if you help just one person. So,
yeah. And, you bring a good point. I mean, it's about service, right? And you mentioned the Loudoun County Sterling volunteer that perished in that explosion, right? That's so sad. And that's a volunteer serving the community. And whether you're career or volunteer, whether you're in, no matter no matter what you do to give back to your community, it really does take a village. And I'd love to come back and we'll talk more about safety, whether, and I do a kind of a holistic approach, because fire safety, carbon monoxide, personal safety from crime. I mean, I think there's a lot of categories to cover, and we can do it in a short amount of time to really sharpen the pencil, right? You just want to think a little bit about the dangers and risks. What if you have a potential intruder outside your home? What if you have a smell of maybe a potential gas leak? I mean, all these things are hazards that can largely be prevented with just what you said, some tips and tricks, right? I mean, it just sharpening the pencil.
Sterling incident, they released an initial report today, and I read part of it. It said that the neighbors and the resident had been smelling it for about a week.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take a guess, with my fire science knowledge, that gas was probably sitting in that basement that whole time because it's heavier than air. And it just took a flick of a light switch or a click of a thermostat or a garage door opener. And that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. And that was an explosion, I think, that damaged 6 houses in a radius. So
yeah.
So wow. I mean, that's just remarkable. And I just saw the post from Angel Wings, and I do think a lot of these things, if you have a kind of a sense to the hazards in life, you can avoid most of them. And my heart goes out to the fallen firefighter. But there could have been 10 firefighters or 15 or 20 firefighters killed in that explosion. And it really is a lesson learned. And I've seen from that tragedy, other communities, fire departments talking more about those risks. And, we've got to protect them because they're our heroes, and we got to protect our community. So, we've got some work to do.
Oh yeah. It's always a learning tool. I mean, a few years ago, well, I won't say a few, it's probably been a while now. They had a gas explosion, but it was in the sewer system. Well, it was the engine, when it first arrived on the scene, it pulled up and pulled right over the manhole cover.
Wow.
Didn't know. They got out of the rig, luckily, and the heat from the engine caused a massive explosion and ruined their brand new. It was a Quint, which is a small ladder truck, and so that's what everybody thinks. It's like you just sit around all day and eat pancakes in the morning and cookies all day, but it's that every position on the fire truck, the driver has a responsibility. Not to park over manholes. He's supposed to drive past the fire so that the officer gets at least 3-sided view of the structure. Everybody has a certain job to do, and people don't realize it. And when we train, it's systematically. So, but as you know, one thing throw you off, and it just goes kind of sideways. So, but
yeah, can definitely happen quick. But something you said earlier, and I do want to get back to it, is again, no matter the service, there's risks, and we thank our heroes for working hard and our community for doing their part to make ourselves safe. And you talk about challenge coins or mementos, right? That's a way we represent the agency, whether it's fire, police, private industry is that brand. And I'm sure the folks in Loudoun County, and I've seen it in my career. So I retired about a year ago, but over the past 20 years, I do think, challenge coins and mementos of different agencies have been branded to resonate what they do so well. And it's an honor to get kind of a token from these public service groups or private industry. And I have a few, I don't have them available, but a few special coins that are actually a memorial to a fallen firefighter or police officer, which is pretty special. And I'm sure those efforts are underway in Sterling to memorialize that volunteer who died in service with a a special coin that can be passed out to members and other volunteers around the country. And that's a cool way to kind of honor someone's service.
It is. And a lot of times the money goes to the families or to help pay bills, or because, like you said, some of them are volunteer departments. So, yeah. Matter of fact, I got bit September 30th. Is that right? No, August 30th of 2020. I'm really old, 1920. And I was taken off the front line January 21, so I haven't been back on duty since then after the surgery. One of my sergeants, when I started at that department, I come in as an older member. I was already pre-trained. I was just in like a lateral transfer. He was the first person to meet me at the door. This very tall, overpowering black man, very large, big hands. He's a great guy. He met me at the door that first day, hugged me as I'm coming in, welcoming me to the department. And while I was out on OJI trying to recover and get back in, on duty, he suffered a medical emergency. He'd been perfectly healthy. And they did a scan and found a progressive, fast-growing cancer in the brain, which is common to firefighters. And he passed away. So I made a coin to memorialize him and remember him. And Sergeant Underwood will always be with me. I mean, he was when I went out on OJI, he was like, man, you let a dog bite you. You know how you give each other grief and stuff, but he called me every shift, and he was my best friend at that department. And so yeah, you do remember. And that's the other thing. Matt and I talk about this a lot. He does the military stuff. Mm-hmm. Each coin is a memory of, even if it's nothing more than a handshake. Yeah. It's something you remember. It's something that it's got meaning. I mean, yeah, you can buy some off eBay that are cool looking, which is fine, but most of the time you get them for a certain memory or something. So yeah, I brought this show down really quick, didn't I?
No. I think we're all tracking. I see.
Quiet.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it does. Talking about Sergeant Underwood always kind of, gets me a little bit, because I do think of him every day and miss him. So, so yeah. And, well, the police officer, I don't remember her name, but she was the female that was gunned down in the parking lot of the police station right before Vicky. I left Fairfax. Yeah, Vicky.
Vicky Armel.
She had been assigned at Mount Vernon, I believe. Mm-hmm. And I got to spend just a brief amount of time with her and get to know her briefly. And then when I moved to Knoxville, of course, shortly thereafter, the incident occurred. It was like, these are your friends. These are your coworkers, and so.
Yeah, no, it's family, right? So, I mean, whether you've known somebody, and to your point earlier, anyone that served in the military, the challenge coin process resonates well about that officer or peer or commanding, fill in the blank, presenting a challenge coin in that handshake and turning that hand so you have it, and you should keep it handy, right? I mean, we know the reasoning behind, or the spirit behind that challenge coin is, if you don't have it in your pocket, someone's paying the bar tab.
That's right. That's right. Matt, how many times have you paid the bar tab?
So far here, yeah, 3 times.
Well,
They actually got me in the officer club too. We were having a Navy ball, and my officer, who was helping me coordinate the Navy ball, didn't tell me the bar rules, and one of the rules was don't put your cell phones in the bar. So I was, hey, dude, you owe me a drink. What? There you go. Just to get you somehow. Yeah.
That's the brotherhood of our of our stuff.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We I ran a call one time where I was brand new paramedic. My EMT was freaking out. I had this psych patient that swore she was having a baby. She was rather rotund, obtruse, is that the correct word? And I couldn't tell if she was pregnant or not. And so I just took her emergency to the hospital because I didn't want to deal with this in the back of my ambulance. And it come back there like, how she can't be pregnant. She's been in the psych floor in and out, and they were just making fun of me. I got baby pregnancy kits in my locker in the inner office mail. I had a baby doll delivered and set on my bed. But I got even with them because they took her to a local hospital a time after that when she said she was having a baby. She squirted a baby out on the floor in front of a doctor who was standing there telling her she was pregnant. And I was like, go! So we sometimes give each other grief. So I'm sure we all could tell a tale. Andy's smirking, so I know he's got one for sure.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the history of Fairfax County Police Department.
Yeah, so very interesting history. So it starts with the sheriff's office. So the Fairfax County Sheriff ran all policing in the county up until 1940. So in 1940, the sheriff at the time, Sheriff Kirby, actually didn't want to do traditional community law enforcement. The county started to grow in 1940, and he wanted to kind of get out of that business. The radio dispatch was from the Metropolitan Police Department in Washington, D.C. They dispatched for Fairfax on the radio, one-way radio calls. So in 1940, the Board of Supervisors for Fairfax enabled legislation to create a police department. And so it started with 6 officers, and that was the law enforcement, first responder, police unit. And the sheriff restricted his duties at his own request to civil process, the courthouse, and those sorts of things. So in 1940, the police department was started, and as we know, I mean, it's just the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, it grew. I joined the force in the 80s, towards the latter side of the 80s. 89 is when I came on the police department. We had about 730 officers at the time, 730. So it had grown substantially. The county's population, crime, those sorts of things. It just really turned into a large department. I'm here to report today in 2024 that it's the 32nd largest police department in the country, out of almost 10,000 departments. Actually, it's more than that. Most departments are small. Most municipal police departments are small. So to have a big police department is a big deal. And we sit today at about 1,400 sworn police officers from the newest
Wow.
officer to the chief.
Wow.
That's
That's some growth.
Yeah, a lot of growth, and of course the population sits at 1.2 million, so it's a crazy large department.
Yeah.
And it needs to be, just because there's a lot of people, a lot of traffic, a lot of issues. The fire department, if you look at the Fairfax County Fire and Rescue, is a larger agency. Actually, they have more people than the police department.
Mhm.
And it's a stellar, any department in the Northern Virginia, DC area is a stellar department, world renowned, best equipment, best trained. And
Yes.
same for police department. And the sheriff's office is a large agency in Virginia. It's actually I believe the second largest sheriff's office in Virginia. I think Loudoun County beats him out by a little bit. But remember, Loudoun County in Virginia covers both the law enforcement side and corrections. So they're larger in size. But Fairfax, I think, has 500, maybe 550 deputies. So it's a big department.
Yeah, yeah. And Angel Wing and Shoot are absolutely correct. Everybody needs to learn a little bit of something. People were losing their mind just the other day when they didn't have cell phones. So,
oh yeah, and that's a good reminder. We're so dependent on those things for all our information. I mean, do you have phone numbers written down? Do you have a landline? I mean, I know many of us, and I'm sure just about everyone on this call, myself included, have gotten away from landlines for the reasons we gotten away from landlines, right? You want to pay for something you never used, but you only need it when you need it. And the same goes for your personal safety, right? When something bad happens, do you have tools available? And we're going to do that. We're going to do that session. Let's talk about another date at another time. But I do want to share a coin from the.
All right, I'm gonna make you larger here.
Police chief here. Yep. So it's from.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool coin. The new chief here just had this made up, and was able to get one before he retired.
That is beautiful. Did Chief Davis, was he ever at Mount Vernon substation?
So what's interesting about Chief Davis is he's actually the former commissioner of Baltimore, the former chief of police of Anne Arundel, Maryland, deputy chief of Prince George's. So he's a chief that's been kind of on the move in the DC area. So he came to us in 2001. So it's talk about history, it's the first outside chief the department's ever had, and it's 84-year history. So we went to outside chief for the first time.
Well, sometimes your department needs that. And I probably recognize the name from the media.
Yeah.
The last department I worked for has never in their entire history had an officer come in from outside of the department. And I sat and talked to a couple of the chiefs, and they were like, well, why would we? And I'm like, for other ideas, just be laterally transferring in. I was doing things different than they were doing, and they didn't understand why. And I was explaining them. I came from a very large metropolitan department, and you guys are growing, and simple things. So yeah, you do need that sometimes to have them come in from outside, because you get up in DC. One of the big things that changed a lot of things was 9/11, especially communications. It really changed communications.
Yeah, no, good point. Interoperability, right? So fire and police can talk together, EMS. So before I became a police officer in '89, I was actually a volunteer EMT in New York with the Central Islip Hop Hog Volunteer Ambulance. And back then, even in 87, 88, 89, we ran as a fully volunteer, no paid staff, 4,000 calls a year, very busy volunteer unit. We had five rigs, and we were rocking and rolling. That volunteer team has added some full-time professional staff, and they've actually surpassed 6,000 calls. So call volume, the dependability of emergency services has increased drastically. But I do want to just mention a little bit about the shadow box, and I've got a few more minutes, and I want to cover what was given to me. And I know some of our viewers have probably taken a look at that. So, yeah, I mean, what an honor for working in Fairfax, Virginia. As you heard, started in '89, retired in '23. That was the gift that the department gave me, and I couldn't be more honored to have it displayed. I just got it propped up because I haven't mounted on the wall just yet. It takes months to create that. You submit your badges and patches and pins. And I did actually submit challenge coins, but they ran out of room. So I wasn't able to get challenge coins in there. But it's another project I have working to put some challenge coins in a display to get them up on a board in my new home in Colorado. But most of these badges and patches I've worn. There's a couple I didn't. They're more ceremonial. But all these badges, from the one I got my first day to the one I retired with, and the patches I've worn, the handcuffs, and so that's we talk about challenge coins, we talk about patches, badges, right? These are all like kind of things that just bring back memories of relationships, partnerships, friendships, bosses, subordinates. I mean, they all just come together, and it just a neat way to celebrate service, no matter if it's working.
Major, we actually have a caller. Caller, can you hear us? You're live on the radio.
Yeah.
Hello there. How are you?
Already?
You are. How are you?
Hey, that was quick.
Well, sometimes I'm quick, sometimes I'm slow. So I'm getting older though, so more times than not I'm slow.
Glenn, you are all good. You are all good, Glenn.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Uncommon Soul, do you have a question for the Major by any chance?
You know what? Oh my gosh. So many questions, but excuse me, Major, but can I just listen to you for a moment and maybe I may have a question?
Sure, he's got a presentation. By all means, I wasn't trying to get you off the phone. I just I didn't know if you called for me or for him. No, you're welcome.
I was just calling in just because I thought, might as well.
Well, we appreciate it. So the major comes from a department right outside of DC that is incredibly large, and I'm sure he has an extensive amount of training. What kind of
department? Like UFO stuff? Because let me tell you, I've seen some things that I don't know if it's really real, but I was a kid, so it's like, do you believe it or do you not?
I don't. Major, have you ever run any UFO calls?
No, I haven't. I haven't. I left before I got a chance to. That's my one regret.
I was hoping you'd say yes, because people in DC do see strange things.
Awesome, right? Mm-hmm. It really would have been, because they're not paranormal guys. I mean, aliens too, right?
Yeah. Hold on for that. What were you saying, Major? Yeah. What were you saying, Major?
I was just going to ask, where's the caller calling from? Where is the caller housed, based?
Where are you tonight on Common Soul?
I am currently in the galaxy. I haven't decided if I'm bringing the spaceship down or not.
Okay, so you're going to stay up there for a while. All right. Can you do me a favor? Please? I want the Major, since he's got to get back to his wife and things, I want to let him finish, and then you can call and harass me and Matt all you want. How about that?
No problem. Please let him harass you. I want to hear it.
Okay. I will talk to you soon. Bye. Okay.
Hey, I expect her to harass Matt and Andy. Let's not let Andy off the hook.
Last week she was all over Andy, so we're gonna make sure Andy gets his hugs and kisses before we leave the show tonight. I could use some cheering up. It's been a dark day for me, but that's another story. So go ahead, Major. I'm sorry. Occasionally in live radio, these things happen. So, and you know what? It actually kind of cheers me up sometimes that somebody else is listening and cares to call. So
Oh yeah, no, I think it's great. I think it's great, and I do have something for you to pass out to any of your listeners. Anyone that wants a challenge coin, I've got some extras. If they could, follow me on Twitter or LinkedIn, or you got my email, send me a note. I've made a commitment. I've got a handful of coins from organizations I do work with. I'll send a challenge coin if someone wants to start a collection, add to their collection. And I've got some pretty cool ones. One may be like the state of Virginia, which is kind of neat.
Oh, nice.
You don't see too many like this, where it's shaped in a state design, which is kind of neat. And the other thing I wanted to show while I have the screen is I have probably 1,000 coins.
Oh, wow.
This is the only one that actually comes apart. So this is a company I've done some work with, and it's made by Symbol Arts. But this is actually magnetic, and it fits into the center. And isn't the coolest thing? I'm going to try to do this on the video here. It actually fits into the center and magnetically fits into the coin. And when you want to take out the little tiger here, you just need to pop it out, and this piece actually comes out. And I've seen a lot of challenge coins. I've got ones shaped in crazy sizes and shapes and all sorts of things, and it's amazing what's made. Small ones, big ones, and all sorts of things. But that's the only one that has a piece that comes out of the center. So just the coolest stuff. And there's a whole world out there of collectors waiting to put some of these together and display them, and it starts conversation.
I know that Matt is probably chafing at the bit to say something because he's got a magnetic one too. That's pretty cool. So, but the one that is it the one with the sliding open? Is that yeah? Hold on, I'm gonna make him.
This is a golf ball marker. So this will pop off. This is the golf ball marker that you could put on the ground, which snaps in magnetically. It's an actual hanger coin. There you go.
Wow. Well, Matt, you just beat me out. You totally beat me
I
out.
don't want to show you the whole collection, but we'll just say mine are unique. I was going to save this surprise for the end of the show, but go ahead, Glenn.
Okay. Well, I mean, the major might want to see it too. So, yeah, Matt is he's creative, and he has found some really neat ones. Now, that particular one is his base. Am I telling this right, Matt? That's your base, and on the back has got every whatever aircraft, I guess, from your.
Yeah, it's all the airspace, all the jets, the two towers. Yeah, it's all pretty good. It's actually a pretty heavy coin. But you look at it, like Major was saying, right? It's not, your traditional putting this in your pocket going, I got to carry this with me all the time. It probably hurt somebody or yourself carrying anything around. But yeah, they get very creative with what they got. Well, that's kind of what mine is. Mine's creative. I got a. It's an actual it's a roulette wheel, a roulette wheel with choices of life choices that you could possibly spin up, but it's I don't want to gloat, but yeah, mine are well, I was gonna say it.
It's speechless.
So Glenn, the next coin that I have, I'll just share the idea. I don't have the actual design yet. So challenge coins are complex, right? They're not anything traditional, unfortunately. But
you haven't got up to the majors level of 1,000 yet, though. So.
Yeah, well, So
you don't need to get to 1,000 when you have those cool ones. You just need a couple of those cool ones. And
I mean, if you look online, what we talk about when we're why we're doing this, right? There's baby Yodas, there's boxes, there's what kind of coins are there, Glenn? I mean, there's just all kinds of functional coins, right? You can't really even call them a coin because is it just a trinket now? Like, is it gonna
bottle opener, right? I have one.
Bottle opener from the here's our Corona cruise when I was on the boat. They want you 6 feet away. Yeah. So but it's fun, right? But they still hold a meaning to them, even though they're fun and it's like Star Wars. But when you get one, right, just like I got that spinner, this roulette coin. This is from Chief season last year. So we did this when our first classes made Chief in the next rank. So to me, this is it's important to have something like that. But the next one, Glenn, this one's gonna blow your socks off.
I'm almost afraid to ask, knowing you.
It's the concept of a Wolverine challenge coin, where the claws will engage out with a switch of a button, and on the claws, it'll have the Chiefs 3. What the meaning is of United States Chief, USN, Unity Service Navigation, will slide out on the claws. So again, challenge coins, right? Challenge coins. So Major, if you know, tune in to what I do. So my company or my business that I run is again outside of the challenge coin, but it's a very unique retro feeling to it, right? I don't know. This might tell you, probably might say my age or maybe Glenn's age too. I'm sure you know what this is.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Right. And there's tons of these out there. People make them all the time, right? It's just, and it's got like you got the words on the back, and you got the let me see, there we go. Let me turn my blur off. This thing's actually getting annoying. I always turn your blur on, Matt. There you go. So yeah, that's it. They get complicated, but I mean, it holds meaning still. But this is a Chief Pride coin, so this isn't for an actual mess, right? But just getting this one, it's Chief Pride. That's something we say. Yeah. You can't really see it, but there's right here is the rules of a chief petty officer.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's great. That's a lot of text. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, nice detail.
And this is all nowadays with challenge coins. This is actually not. This is not a enamel or something they use. It's actually UV printed. Yeah. It's literally a big old machine that just drops a bunch of ink on the coin and it dries it really fast with UV behind it. It's pretty.
You did a nice job. Good detail.
Yeah, like I said, challenge coins are, like Glenn said, it's not traditional anymore. But I'm kind of getting back into the traditional round ones because I do actually want to like hand them out to probably some of my guys, some of my subordinates or like I got my retirement coming up, if Glenn didn't mention. So I'm retiring out of the U.S. Navy, 22 and a half years. And usually when the guys retire, you're welcome.
Right.
And then when they retire, they're like, well, I gotta have something, right? So again, I'm gonna have a challenge coin made, right? I'll have my name on it, and it'll be a traditional round one, but it's gonna be badass because that's how we do it. That's how we roll. It's gonna be something cool.
Yeah, no, thank you for your service. And the traditional round makes it a little bit easier to display when you have these display cases because you get the oddballs. It does kind of throw off the flow.
Well, I see. So yeah, I see yours behind you. But if you are big on challenge coins, and Glenn could probably tell, we have ones that are in the shape of a carrier. Or like a big old mushroom from Mario Brothers or something, right? Like it's cool. People put those in there, but it's a small slot, and these coins will work, kinda, right? But they do take up a lot of room. And actually, it's funny. I did a survey on most of the Facebook groups, and I asked everybody, "Are you more traditional, or are you more of like crazy, complicated ones?" Surprisingly, people want traditional only because they can hang it, put it in their holders, or they can carry it in their pocket.
Yeah, so, it becomes a little bit more consistent. And when you have some crazy ones, you bundle those up, and then you have your consistent ones. So you guys are definitely tracking. But my commitment is, again, anyone wants one, just send me a note, and I'll throw one in the mail, and you'll get one from my end. It'd be an honor to pass out some of the ones I have here.
That's awesome.
Cool. I will pass that along to anybody interested. Andy is just starting out in this collection. We got him addicted to it, so I'm sure he will be messaging you. He's going to surpass me the way he's going because he's online all day making contacts. So, how many are you up to now, Andy?
Between 20 and 30, and I'm getting a new one tomorrow.
Well, let me know. You'll be at 32 by midweek or late next week.
Probably.
Yeah, we take care, Andy. Yeah. Well, Major, did you have any more you wanted to show us? I know you were limited on time, so I didn't want to keep you.
Oh, I mean, I have a whole handful. Every one of them just has so much memory, but I've got I've just got so many right here on my table. And so when I moved here a few months ago, I haven't had a chance to kind of set up my display. So that's a work in progress. So I don't have them displayed like I had them back in Virginia, but that's my goal, is to get my display board, which is an American flag, the blue line flag, which has the bars on it, so I can set them all in there. And I hope to get that done. Maybe on the next show or future show, I'll have all that done so I can get a screenshot or go live with the camera. But no, my commitment is to share. I want to help Andy out. That's why I'm here. Get Andy to mid-30s by the next week or two. And anyone else that's interested, because it's a cool hobby, and I hope they all have a kind of a memory or a point in time where you remember where you got it, or connects back to a conversation or a meeting, or a service memorial like we talked about earlier. So it's been an honor to jump on and share a little bit about what I'm doing and where I worked, and where I'll always have my heart is in public safety, in ambulance work, EMS, or the police department.
Yeah.
I got one more for the major, Glenn.
Okay, go ahead.
I knew that was coming.
27 millimeters of metal. 27
That's pretty cool.
millimeters. So when I did this one, right, I was asking the factory what it is. It's an actual
Mold?
3D. It's kind of like, it's like a 3D mold,
Yeah.
but it's like, what do you call it? Like the 3D printing, right? It's the same
Yeah.
kind of file they use to actually make the actual skull, which is surprising.
Right.
You can get a lot of these online for free. STLs are like people who design them and they just post them for free, so you can snatch them up. But I had this, and then I had a little touch on the back, which you can see. It only sounds funny though when you say it with a Terminator voice. If you say it normally, it's not funny. So you gotta say, "Come with me if you want to succeed." There you go. Yep, Chief Net. But it's an example, right? It's an example of how complex something can get on that. So I had to show the major. Sorry, he's itching.
No, that's cool. That's a great way for me to wrap it up and say thank you for having me join. And I'm going to be back. Let's talk about that one dedicated to safety. And
Oh yeah,
yeah, that'd be great. We'll have more conversations.
Sounds good. Sounds good, Major. Yeah, we'll keep in touch. Yeah, I'd like to get a coin from you too. So we will.
I think we all want to get a coin.
Yeah, well, you're gonna outdo me. You'll send him a gun or a head, or God, he'll get a UPS package full of stuff.
I'm all up for trade. Don't worry. It's definitely something unique. You'll never have it ever. So
yeah, Major, we'll get you back on because I've enjoyed having you on. And I really don't know how in our career, when I first started with Fairfax, I was a photo unit. I don't know how we didn't pass at some point before I moved out. So
yeah, and I know we've mentioned some names, and I'm going to meet up with some of the folks that you've mentioned when I'm going to be back in Virginia in a couple of weeks. I'm going to have lunch with one of the names that you mentioned a few months ago. So Dorian.
Okay.
I'm going to meet up with Dorian. Coffee. Yep.
He made a big influence in my life at a young age. So you make sure to tell him I said hello. So
I will. Purvis as well. I remember those.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, really a pleasure, guys. Good seeing you. For everyone listening in, be safe. Make sure your journey is you're watchful of your surroundings all the time.
Absolutely. Major, thank you. Yes, we will book you back here again soon. So I'll get this thing a little more organized. This is only like our 7th show, I think. So yeah. So we're the only challenge coin show, and I still don't know what we're doing, but we're having fun while we're
showing
doing
off cool coins, Glenn. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, and we're having fun too. So
nobody has this stuff.
Yeah. All right, Major. We'll let you get back to the missus there. Have a good one. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
See you.
See you, Major. I enjoy he would come on our show in the Paranormal Guys and was just talking about some public safety tips. I think it was right before Christmas.
Yeah.
And some tips that were really pretty dang cool. So, and stuff you don't think about. And I know he's been taking some classes on cyber stuff too. So I would like to pick his brain on that too at some point. So, yeah. Matt,
you said he's into cyber. You said like cybersecurity.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, as he was leaving the department, I don't know that it was his thing, but I know he was learning about it. They're now doing DNA cyber tracking. So, like, if my wife do the 23andMe,
yep. Mm-hmm.
Whatever, she had me do one of them. So, if like my great uncle committed a murder, They can track him down. And that was one of the things he was telling us about, how policing is now starting to solve a lot of crimes based on voluntary information. So,
voluntary, involuntary.
yes. Yeah, well, yeah, sometimes it's involuntary, but it was with me. I was like, but the government will get it. She's like, they already got it. I'm like, it's true. It's true. It's true.
Yep.
So do you have another coin you're working on, or?
Yeah, I could share it here in a second.
So
go ahead.
I'm so still ticked off at the people on another continent, an ocean away. They cannot draw a knife.
No, not even the knife. What about the picture of the woman who is a sexy lady on the coin? That look like a 8-year-old druid, dude. I mean, that's cool.
I hate that patch. I hate that goddamn patch. I hate that.
Do you have it on you? Do you have it? Do you still have it?
Oh, I got about 500 of them.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's whip it out Friday. Let's go. Let's see that thing. This thing is the disgrace. How much you got left? You been selling those things?
I sold one. Hold on a second.
Oh man, what you need? You need to put it to the right crowd, bro. You gotta. Oh man, what about you, Andy? Got any of your coins or anything, brother?
Nope, not tonight.
Not tonight, huh? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got some ideas flying around here. I'm trying to. So I have the one here that I sold out on. This one I sold out on.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So this one has been selling. So I was like, well, if it's selling, then I should probably do another one, something similar to it, because it's selling out. Where is he? You got it? Let's see that thing. Yeah, put it on, blow it up, big screen.
Hold on, let me get it out of.
Oh man,
phone. I hate this passion. I hate this passion with a passion. That is the ugliest thing.
Oh man,
that's funny.
The artwork was so beautiful.
Oh man, it's like The Simpsons meets I don't know what that is, but anime.
Yeah, looks like something between Simpsons and SpongeBob SquarePants.
But they started off so well. Here's the first one I had done. If I can figure out how to open it, and this will probably always be one of my favorite patches. They did that one so well.
Oh, that is nice.
Oh, is that PVC?
It's a female firefighter in the shadow of another female firefighter. Because if you flip it around, it's still a firefighter.
Oh,
so yeah,
cool.
Yeah. But I got a funny story about it. That was the very first patch I made, or outside of some fire stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, it turned out great. I love that one. I think I've only sold like 2.
Well, so the other one, is it sewn or is it PVC?
No, they're both PVC.
How do you mess up?
I know. Yeah, and you go from this monster, Jesus Christ. So I put this
one on, bro.
I should have. Can't draw a damn human. So I put this one on. I was proud, and I dropped it in all the patch places. I got attacked by women's rights group because they were saying that's inappropriate gear for a female to wear into a fire. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. They were like reporting it to the admins, and they were like, one guy was like, I'm sorry, man, I gotta take your post down. And I'm like, what?
Oh,
like, well, yeah.
Why are you making Down syndrome patches? What's wrong with you? You're horrible. My God. Well, I guess you gotta have one rotten egg. You gotta learn from your mistakes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I got a coin that I'll never get rid of too. So
let me share my. So I was telling Andy, this one sold out. It's gone. I sold them all out. I don't know what happened. It was like a flux or something. But like last Friday, it was people buying them like crazy. So let me see here. Share. So here's the latest and greatest one. So that's this one that I had, right? The Nintendo one. But this this is a 2.0 version. So
that's nice.
I just modified a few things. But what I'm trying to think about, so with my understanding of my concept of what I'm trying to do with challenge coins, especially when it comes to retro stuff, it has to be an exact replica. Not enough for Nintendo to come after me and sue the shit out of me, but like enough to just, make it cool, right? So it does have the original seal on it, right? But I changed a few things around. It doesn't scream Nintendo or anything. This one is actually a lot bigger. This one's it's about 4 inches by 3.5 inches, I think.
Mhm.
And then on the back side, because I love UV printing, as you saw with the seal on the front, this back
Yeah.
side is let me get a little closer. So this was AI generated. Remember I told you how much I love AI, Glenn?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So so what I but for everybody's information, Glenn hates AI because whenever he says I want Bigfoot smoking a joint in a tent, he gets like, some weird like something he doesn't get, right?
Look at a murder scene.
Yeah, he gets a murder scene. Something he doesn't get, right? That's what it is. So I was telling Glenn that when I do AI, right, you have to think like the computer. You have to basically, because remember, AI is not a server sitting in some dude's like basement, talking to people. That's not how it works. The AI is collecting information off the internet, is taking images off the internet and combining them into what they give you, what you see in front of you, right? So this one I had to do a little modifying here. I had to Photoshop it in, but I'm thinking about having maybe the Kraken behind him or something like some kind of monster, or maybe a squid, like kind of like coming off the waves, or maybe two ships like battle each other in the background, or something cool like that. But this is the cool part. Everything on here everything is AI, and I even have the ability to add in more AI when the AI has already generated it. And that is like it basically turns an artist or a graphic designer into a lazy person because it's all done for you. I mean, let's be honest, right? Like I do 2 clicks and I describe it and it just makes it for you, right? So
Except for me, yes.
yeah. So if you look, so this one, how I described it, right? There's a saying we go through season when we're Chiefs, and it's talking about how King Neptune's your dad and your mom's a mermaid, and you have these barnacles that are on your beard, right? And your hair is your hemp, like the way it looks there. And what I did is that's what I started out with. That was the original guy. But then I went another step ahead, and I said, okay, put a hat on this guy. And in Adobe Photoshop software, I can literally draw a box on top of his head, and it will make it appear.
Wow.
Put it just on there, just the way I want it, right? And then the actual image was only a 4x4. It was like a square, right? So those extra waves you see on the side like that, on the Adobe Photoshop, I can take the cropping tool and I can pull it apart, and I can say, okay, fill in the blank, go. And it generates everything around it. Right?
Nice.
It's wild. It's I couldn't believe it.
That is wild.
AI is scary. AI is fun. I don't know, but if I want to put a lighthouse in the background with some rocks crashing with the waves, I just draw a box and I hit generate, and it's done. Right. So again, that's kind of where I was going with this mindset. But most of the Chiefs will get it. They see it, they'll laugh. They'll say, "Ah, I get it." These are going to be serialized. That's why I put it serial. So it'll be like a gold plate over here with the serialization. For everybody who's watching, if you ever heard of challenge coins being made, for some reason, I don't know why, but serialization increases the value. I think it's because if you're making something, right, and it's never been made before, and you make it and you put a number on it, that has some value to it, and people will pay pretty good money for it if they get the number one, right? And then it kind of goes off and look everything else here. But so the one I had before, if you notice, see the cutout bottom right here?
Mm-hmm.
The one I sold out, didn't have that. So I'm having a new company go through and cut it out to actually make it look just like an NES cartridge back in the day, right? And it'll be 10 millimeter thickness. It's going to be thick. It's going to be heavy, but I think it's going to be worth it. There are people out there who I've seen actually make a full-on 5-inch size Nintendo cartridge made out of metal. It's ridiculous.
Oh my god!
I don't know how much they spend, but that's what I mean when it comes to like not really a challenge coin anymore. That's literally like a replica. It's a replica, right, of what it is. So to maintain the the coolness and all this, it's going to be just it's going to be
Matt Uncommon Soul has joined us on the phone. She's been asking questions on the side there, and you haven't seen them. So
yeah, hold on a second. Let me stop sharing. My bad.
You were ignoring her, so she had to.
I quit looking at them, so I just figured out.
Sorry, I had my screen if I couldn't see. I apologize.
Matt was big. He couldn't help it. So
Yeah.
He's making some badass coins. A lot of times,
really, I've seen some of them, and you know what? They would work really good for a golf game, especially like whenever you like try to hit for a birdie, but you end up with an eagle. I've only done that once, but hey,
you're a golfer.
I mean, hey, I was.
Yeah, Glenn, she's a golfer. Come on, man.
No, that's cool. I'm a disc golfer, so I don't play regularly.
Oh no, I don't do the whole frisbee thing. The dog might, but I don't.
Tomato for tomato. There you go, man.
Yeah, well, I don't spend $10,000 on a set of golf clubs. And about $200 on a huge bag of them I never use. So.
Oh my word!
Yeah,
Anyways.
So tell us. So while you're here, how are you?
I had thank you. I'm actually doing wonderful. Can you believe that? Yeah. I come down here on the spaceship and I'm just like, OMG, this is actually kind of okay. And then I realized, oh no, I got to go back up there and I go back into the galaxy, you know?
Yeah, take me. I've had a bad week, so I'm ready to go.
Oh, no. You don't want to go to the galaxy. Let me tell you, you don't. It is boring there. You want to stay here.
I could probably use boring.
Really?
Well, I mean, this past 2 weeks, I've added Denver and California to my shows, and I've got...
Wait. Yes, let's talk about the coins for a minute.
Okay, sorry.
That's what we're here for, Ben. Come on, man. Don't stray from the subject.
Sorry.
I want to know.
I was stressed. I was trying to de-stress.
She has a question. About what was the question about the coin you had?
What are they used for besides golf? I mean, they already look like that. So, I mean, what's the other use for them?
So people like to collect them. It's actually considered a hobby to some people. Yes, but really? as we talk about
stamp collecting.
How long have I been collecting?
Stamp collecting is what she said.
Stamp. Oh, okay.
I mean, I've done some collecting back in the day, if that counts.
What did you collect?
What did I collect? About almost everything at one time.
Isn't that called hoarding?
No. You know why? You know why it's not hoarding? Because somebody else can use it, so they take it.
Okay. All right. Every time I collected something,
if somebody else can use it more than I can, hey, go for it. It's just taking up space for me. I mean, if that's what you really got to have, go for it.
She's right. And it's less weight and less fuel on her spaceship. So,
you know what? See, that's why hiking. Oh, wait, hang on. My words are slurred. I came down here to Earth and got some alcohol. You got to go. Excuse me.
Oh, I wish I had some today. I really do.
Really?
Yes.
You ain't. Oh, Glenn, no. Wait, actually, yes, but no. Alcohol's okay, but at a safe level, I don't know what the safe level is yet. I'm still learning that one.
Well, it's safe as long as the paramedics don't show up. How about that? Is that fair?
Ooh, well, I don't know. Some of the paramedics are cute.
They never said that about me. I don't get it. They're like, oh, look.
What? I mean, hey, I can't flip-flop, right?
Well, I guess. I don't know.
Ooh, I might. Hey, but at least I'm a nice flip-flop. I'm not one of those, ones that, like, flip-flop.
Yeah, those ones that really flop are the ones
there. Hang on.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Uh-oh, what? Don't get me shot by a jealous husband now.
No. Believe me, there ain't nobody jealous.
Okay.
I mean, the dog might get jealous, but I could put him in his place real quick.
Okay. All right. I have this terror that one day I'll be get shot by a jealous husband, but that's another whole story.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about that. You got to worry about other things.
Well, they make protection for that. So.
Oh, there's more than that.
Oh, I fucking get bit. So you've never had a challenge coin?
No, I have not.
You never had a
Actually,
challenge
no,
coin?
wait a minute. Hang on. That depends on where the challenge coin was produced.
Well, most of the ones I got are all produced
Okay,
in
you're
China.
a guy, so it's a little different.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Andy, she wants you to answer, apparently.
Go ahead, Andy.
You're going to make it red.
I want to
Does
hear
she
it.
want me to answer?
She wants to know where the challenge coins you have were produced.
Please.
Keep it PG-13.
That's a good question. Probably United
It's a
States
great
and
question.
China.
China.
No way. Did they eat bats too?
What'd she say?
She's asked, I believe, if they eat bats.
They eat bats, yeah.
I think they do. Isn't that where the coronavirus comes from?
Actually, no, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
caught-
Haven't
cat
you
dogs.
ever seen the Naked and Afraid show where that one guy, he ate the muskrat and he got the same symptoms?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. Actually, I met some of those people, believe it or not. Yeah, I've seen it.
No way. Glenn, are you serious?
Yeah, the one that has
You
won
really
the
did?
most prizes or whatever the contest. Yeah, he was in Atlanta and he makes knives now.
Wow.
Glenn's seen some stuff.
Forest and Fire?
Yes, I've seen them too. Yeah, all three of the. Matter of fact, I got a really cool picture of me with Tortilla, whatever his name is. So.
Ooh, I had a picture of me back in the day too. Well, that was a long time ago. I'm a little older than that.
Well, you're welcome to send me
It
pictures.
may not sound like it, but
no, you sound
I
gorgeous.
don't matter, right?
Nah.
I do?
Yeah, you do. It's what's in your heart, though, that matters.
Ain't it? See? And you know, my apologies, Glenn. I know I'm probably like taking up some of your show, but you know, the heart really does matter.
It does. It does.
It really does. Even for challenge coins, did you know that a challenge coin can actually connect to your heart as well?
I can believe that because the one for my sergeant that passed away means a lot to me. Yeah, I get emotional when I think about it.
Clint, oh man, that's horrible.
Don't tell people. I actually kind of sometimes have a nice side, and I don't like it.
Okay.
Don't tell anyone.
Whispering on the radio.
I'll tell you.
Wait a minute, is Major still there?
No, he had to go. He only gave us a little bit of time because his wife wanted him.
I was gonna like do the whole salute thing because I was trying to be polite because I mean there is a difference,
Well, I don't technically know if a major outranks a chief because Matt's a chief.
Okay, so Lieutenant, you have to stand up.
Well, he's a chief, not a lieutenant.
Hey! I could be lieutenant if I want to be. I'll be lieutenant.
There gotta be more Indians than chiefs, though, Glenn. I mean, really.
Well, all of my Indians on another show are abandoning me, so I don't know.
No, Glenn, that can't happen. That can't. No, because you know what? I watch your show often, and no, I'm not watching it right now. Right now, I'm talking, and oh Lord, have mercy. Am I going to hear this later? Probably, right?
It is.
Well, I mean, it will be on YouTube, yeah.
Got him.
Oh, no, that's just so bad, ain't it?
You'll be famous.
Thank goodness.
Hell yeah.
I will.
You will.
It would be like that whole world star that I've seen.
I got hold on. I got a button over here. I like to push.
Oh, okay.
I got to find it though. Hold on. This is pay attention now.
Ladies and gentlemen, from coast to coast and around the world, you're listening to the Sportcat Show.
That's right, because we are coast to coast and around the world. So, yeah, this can be heard everywhere.
Glenn, you're making me have happy feet.
Well, hang with me, beautiful. You can see the galaxy or be heard in the galaxy everywhere.
You know what? I do that every night whenever I take my spaceship back up there, and I look down and I think, some of those guys are kind of like,
Like I said, take me. I'm ready. It's been a bad week. I could use a break. So.
Oh, but you're married, so.
Hey! I think the 100-mile rule would be in effect after we left the atmosphere. So.
No, that don't.
It doesn't.
Don't see. And that's where the galaxy and the world divide.
See, they need to just get away with that. Away from that rule. Some Mountain Dew and some vodka, and I'd be out of here.
There's some rules that's got to be in place, though. There were some that have to be in place.
Well, we do need order because we don't want chaos.
Yeah.
So I agree with you there. So I agree with you there. But every now and then, it's good to get out and just stretch your stuff.
Imagination, maybe not stuff, but imagination.
Imagination, yeah.
Because stuff is big. Imagination is better.
That's true. That's true. I got a joke I normally would insert there, but I'll leave it alone. So.
The joke in. I want to hear it. I want to hear the joke because I might have one to come back at you.
Well,
remember, we're live, Glenn. We're live.
We are live, but we're not on FM, and this will not be on FM.
Wait, who was that, and what was that?
That was Matt, and he's blushing. He was saying, "Remember, we're live."
Okay, tell Matt to tell me that joke again. I want to hear it.
Well, no, it was me. So I said,
"No, it was Matt."
What? Matt had a joke. Matt, did you have a joke?
I didn't have a joke, but yeah. Go ahead. You tell the joke, Glenn. You're better at it.
Well, I was just gonna say, hell no, I forgot.
I'll have a
drink.
I was drinking, damn it. I wish I was. What the hell? Oh, I could be. Here it is. I thought of it. Hold on, before it goes. My old timer's just gonna kick in. I was gonna say, I can close my eyes and be with any woman in the world. Just think about that.
Or man.
You went a little too far with that joke. Matt, she wants you.
Wait. I can't hear. What did you say?
Hey, Matt.
Yes, ma'am.
You got a wedding ring on?
I do.
You do?
Yep.
Man.
All right, Andy, you're up.
I know.
Thanks, Matt.
That's the problem.
See, I knew there was a jealous husband coming.
No, that's the problem. There ain't no jealous husband coming because I forgot about that part.
Well,
oh man.
So
about them challenge boys.
That's probably something you would want to forget about. Even our views are going up right now, so I'm just staying with this.
That
Hell yeah.
Right on me.
So if you had a challenge coin made,
wait, what? My bad.
Excuse me. If you had a challenge coin made, what would it be made of? What would you have? It's two-sided. You could put a picture or a logo on each side. What would it be?
Are you serious? Okay.
Serious.
Okay, so the logo's got to be like what, the Paranormal Guys or the Glenn Sportcast or both, or like a combination of like 3 or 4?
We already have a Grin Guardian one.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Ooh.
if you want, we don't have it yet. It's still in production. If you want,
Oh.
we will tell you a time and a secret place and location, and you can call and win one.
Hell yeah.
It's just I kind of like you.
No. I ain't. Oh no, Glenn.
What?
I'm from the galaxy, man.
Well, yeah, because you need a
trying to
post
win
office
shit.
box. Well, then,
I
yeah,
just come
you.
down here from time to time. I ain't here all the time.
Well, I could email you a picture of it then, since.
No, that ain't gonna work either.
Oh, okay. Well,
There you go, Glenn.
I don't.
Screen joined.
Hold on, Matt's sharing. No, this is the one that we're going. Matt, you have to. Can you make it any bigger?
I can't see it. I can't
Oh,
see
you
it. I'm on
can't
my
see it.
phone.
Oh, I got you. Well, on one side, we've got
Describe
the
it.
raccoons and the owls, that are
Okay.
like the private detective.
You know
look.
what? I'm gonna tell you right now. The owls. So far, I'm digging that.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
And
Yeah.
and on the back, it's got just the owl eyes, but kind of they look like the Batman logo in the bat symbol. You know how the Commissioner Gordon used to shine that light up in the air.
That was really neat as well.
Yeah. So that's on the back of it, and it's got some Latin words on it that I don't know what they mean. That Matt does. So.
Not for self, for others.
Ooh, nice.
Not for self, for others.
I know Italian.
You know
know
Italian.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's interesting.
Prego.
They say
I'm part Italian, part German, and supposedly part Indian. Just don't know what part. I'm still waiting to find out what part I got in me.
You should do 23andMe. It'll tell you exactly what you got in you. There you go. I'll hook you up. Boom.
Oh no, that ain't gonna work.
Were we just talking about that, guys?
we were. I'm a mutt. I'm European. So.
Oh, you are with me too. Where are you at?
I ain't no Heinz 57 yet.
Yeah, I'm European. I'm Viking,
Hey,
actually. So.
Y'all got me talking like that again. Okay. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Well, we were talking about what you would put on both sides of the coin, and then I said that we would let you
the
have
owl
one.
and the wolf. Is that what it was?
No, it's a raccoon.
The wolf ass.
The whoop ass. I don't think I got a whoop ass one.
I'm making it.
No, not a wolf ass. A wolf. WOLF.
No, I don't think I have a wolf. I got Bigfoot.
But what do you think about the raccoon eyes in the front and the wolf behind on the back?
I like that.
I mean, the wolf behind could be the golf ball, marker.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then still have the my bad, the fox eyes on the front. That way, if they got a lady, they've always got their lady's eyes on them. But they got that ass on the ground.
No, it's true.
Oh man! There you go. There's your next design. There you go, buddy.
Give me 2 shakes of the land too. I could put you anywhere, baby.
Well, I told you I was ready. She was like, "No, you won't. You won't keep me in a galaxy."
Though that ain't gonna work.
Well, can I at least get a ride in your spaceship?
No.
I can't get a ride in your spaceship.
No.
Kind of bothers me in some way.
No, it don't.
It does.
No, it don't.
I thought we were friends.
No, it don't. You know why? Why? Because you spacemen are actually loyal to your wives.
She's apparently never met a fireman.
Apparently not. But apparently I have that was single.
Well, there you go. So.
And now he's not, and guess what?
What's that?
He's still married and as happy as can be.
Well, that's great. It's for some, it's the smallest.
That's how it's supposed to be, sir.
It is, and for some, it's the smallest handcuffs you'll ever have for your entire life, your life sentence. So yeah.
And no, it's not handcuffs at all, though.
The wedding man is.
Ain't you ever heard of the fuzzy ones?
Well, no, I've never tried the fuzzy ones. I think that if you're gonna use them, no, don't go with the fuzzy. Be hardcore.
Oh man.
Never hardcore when they're fuzzy.
You know, this is a true story. The other day, I was sent an email by a company that works with 3-letter agencies about a new hideaway handcuff key. It just made me think of that. So yeah, it's designed in your bootstrap for officers in the military. Yeah. So yeah.
You know, this is not sound like one of those podcast conversations.
No, it was just. That was a bedside chat. That was just I happened to think of it. I couldn't. Was it squirrel? What? I missed that. I'm sorry.
Squirrel.
Shoot. A common soul. Are you still there? Oh, okay. Oh no, I thought we lost you. Get quiet. So did you?
No, not yet. Not until you hang up, and then you probably lose me, and then I might call back, then you might not answer.
Well, I wouldn't hang up on you intentionally, so I can't control.
Ain't that cute? I wouldn't do that either, unless I thought that maybe possibly that's what I need to do.
Oh, I mean. I don't want to keep you if you don't want to talk. I'm glad you called. This cheered my whole night up. So
you gotta be kidding. Are you actually glad?
Yes. Yeah,
in
fact, I told him pre-show that I hope you called. And last Saturday on the Misfits show, I said I got a fan that I hope calls me, but I guess you didn't watch the show, so you didn't call me. But so I thought about you all week. I thought about you all week. I was like, I hope she calls tonight.
I don't know how much that I want to believe, but I'm going to go ahead and believe that. That's what you thought.
Well, it is. You can ask Andy. Andy's probably the most truthful one in this whole group, if I did not mention it before the show. Andy, tell him.
Yes, you mentioned it at least 2 or 3 times during the show.
Yeah.
Oh, Grin.
Yeah, I kind of got a soft spot for you.
Little uncommon soul.
Well, you were my first caller, so you're kind of like my first, so we got bond.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hang on. I gotta take you off speakerphone.
Oh, I didn't want the husband hearing some of this, so yeah, please.
You know what? That is just so cute. I'm so glad to hear that.
It's true.
I was one of your first. You know what? I want to tell you, some of your shows have been really, really, really good and interesting. I've actually really enjoyed them.
Well, I'm glad. Hopefully, hopefully you learned something too from some of them. So besides just being silly.
Oh, I'm going to tell you, I probably do learn something about the time that I hear it, and then a few days later, something that one of y'all may have said on there might click in, and I think, oh yeah, be aware of the surroundings.
True.
Right, Clint?
Absolutely. Let's always be vigilant. At any point in time, you can be attacked.
You have to be. If you're not, Clint, is it not dangerous if you're not?
No, it's very dangerous. I mean, especially if you live closer to a larger city. Yeah. Like I live near Atlanta.
Absolutely.
And, it's not a...
and anytime you go to a bigger place, it's going to make you a little bit what's the word?
Paranoid?
Is it claustrophobic? Claustrophobic is whenever you're scared of enclosed spaces, right?
Yeah, tight spots like closets and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so that would be really broad spectrum for a lot of humanity on Earth, wouldn't it? I've noticed that from the galaxy looking down on Earth. And, there's been a lot of speculations on other planets. And, yeah, there's a lot of other planets, but I don't think there's one that's quite like Earth.
No, we're unique. We're unique, and a sad statistic.
And there's a lot of paranormal stuff that happens on Earth as well.
Exactly. And do you know one of the saddest statistics? Who do you think the number one killer of man is?
Oh man. Oh, Glenn, that's a big question. Hang on. Okay. Can you repeat the question? I've already heard it once, but it's a really big question, and there's a whole lot that goes to it. So can you repeat it?
What is the largest killer of mankind? Men, humans. Not just men, humans.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So on Earth, we've got so many different things. We've got lungs.
Yeah.
That can fill. We've got kidneys that can fill.
Yeah.
And we have hearts that fill.
Yeah. Or get broken. Yeah.
The spleen could be done without the pancreas. It can be, but then you gotta have things inserted. Colon can, but then you gotta have things inserted.
Ooh, no. We stay away from things inserted there. I'll give you a hint. It's an animal.
Okay, go ahead.
It's an animal. I'll give you a hint.
Is it ant? Wait a minute. How does an animal? Wait, no.
Yes.
Animals
The mosquito.
can't take more lives.
A mosquito has taken more lives. Yes.
Oh, oh my gosh, what was that? One disease from them, West Nile virus.
Yep. They transferred diseases from animals to
and
humans.
And then there was, after West Nile, there was the, swine flu.
Yeah, we've had the swine
flu.
Then
there was the bird flu.
Bird flu, yeah. That one's coming back,
the bird flu and the swine flu was two different things. The swine flu actually was the one that surrounded the humans, and the bird flu did not. So where did COVID come from if those two didn't combine with the H1N1? Don't get me started
you have studied some things.
Is it good? Is it good?
I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it also has some linkings to HIV in it. So
I don't know about that. I don't know about
true.
that. No. That's two totally different things because
that's correct, and they were combined.
That's a killer of men. What about the killer of women, Glenn?
There ain't no way. There is no impossible way.
So, well, I'll tell you what. We can't talk about this on YouTube anyhow. We'll get kicked off.
You are absolutely right.
But yeah, I can talk to you off the air sometime about it. But yeah, it's
okay.
I can do that. So, and my friend Brenda has this show called Outside the Box. And she talks about all that stuff over on Rumble. So, but hey,
really?
She has done stolen like 3 of my fans and Andy half the time. So, I can't lose you.
You gotta keep coming back to Glenn. He's so awesome.
I'm here, aren't I?
He's been looking at his watch. He's like, Brenda's on. Brenda's on.
You can talk to me too, right? I mean, I'm not on there all by myself with little old Glenn there.
No, you're welcome to talk to any of them. Andy gets shy though, so we have to draw.
Okay,
Andy
so
out.
there's Andy, there's Glenn, and there's Matt, right?
That's right.
Correct.
Hi, Matt.
What's up?
How are you?
I feel like it's my turn.
Yes.
Good. No good. How about you?
What are you talking about on your challenge coin?
I've been talking about all the unique designs that I have because my challenge coins are ones that nobody has.
He likes the 80s
Really?
stuff.
Yeah. No,
That's
come on now.
good.
These are 90s, not all the way 80s. Come on now. I was born in 83.
Hey,
Not
the
that
kid
old.
was easy in the 90s, though.
I got underwear older than that.
Whatever.
Gwen, give Matt 1 second here with the challenge coin.
Yeah, man. It's a challenge coin.
And on live.
That's right. Well, almost live. What are we not on, Glenn?
Well, tonight, for some reason, we're only on YouTube tonight. I don't know what happened.
What are you doing over there, man?
I kicked you. I'm telling you, I've had a very bad week. I went click go live and it said you've been kicked out of all your Facebook. And I'm like,
going though, Glenn. I mean, it could be worse. You don't know.
Hackers and everything.
I tried. Well, I had tried to put it on my OnlyFans page, but it wouldn't connect. And then I tried my other Pornhub page and it wouldn't connect. I was like, damn it. So,
oh man, do I need to hang up so you can get on all your little pages and then I call back?
oh well, I mean, we'd have to start a whole new show, and it would be a process. And
oh, that would not work. Hey, Matt, how you?
Hey, you know what? We could start a show just me and you. We could do it like at midnight.
Hi, Matt.
And she's ignoring me, I think. I'm used to that.
Glenn, you're married. I don't know if Matt is.
You didn't hear my whole idea. We could start the show at midnight, and it could be midnight.
That's not what I said.
Midnight callers with uncommon soul. Ooh.
What?
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
Ooh.
And we could have people call us.
Hey, you know what? I can come down from the galaxy from time to time, couldn't I?
Oh, absolutely. We'd have a great show.
I can see Matt too, right?
Well, I don't know. Matt, would you come on the show?
Which show?
Midnight Callers with Uncommon Soul. You'd have to come up with some really cool artwork. Some like
that would. Yeah, I could probably whip
like a wolf lady and a cat.
A wolf lady.
I don't know about the cat. Cat makes you fat. You know what pussy does, right?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in so long. I don't know. But I am the sport cat, so.
Oh.
See, I like that. So yeah, we could have. Matt could make the art for the show. You know, we could get it set up. It would be awesome.
Oh, Matt could do a whole lot, couldn't he?
I don't know about that.
Really? Wait a minute. Matt, hang on. You want to talk to me for a second?
I do artwork.
You do? What kind of artwork do you want to do? I'm not going to lie.
I do artwork for the show. It's all good. I'm game. I love doing artwork.
Oh man.
It may be mostly AI generated, but I'll make it.
You must be married too.
You're a good guesser. The only one.
Oh man.
You just so quiet.
I knew it. Oh well.
Man, I wish Corey was here. Man, Corey would probably have a blast, man.
Well, Corey was here last week.
No, that won't work either.
Oh, Corey was here last week?
Yeah, Corey was here last week. He got shy and wouldn't talk.
Yeah,
What about Chuck?
That wouldn't work.
Chuck wasn't there. He was at a ball game with his kid.
No, that wouldn't work either.
Yeah, Chuck's too tall.
No, Corey ain't too tall. Oh, wait. Hang on. Don't let me keep talking like that, Glenn. You're making me, think out loud. Oh, my goodness.
Better let it out than keep it in.
You know, okay, wait a minute. YouTube, the safe risky?
Can we do what?
Is YouTube safe rescue?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm being honest.
Oh my gosh.
Repeat the question.
Yeah, maybe I don't understand.
I can't repeat that question. I'm gonna just like keep on listening to you guys and just wait for my cue to like open my mouth again and talk.
All right.
Okay. Well, no, that's
Okay.
cool. I'm good with that.
Ooh, this is getting fun.
Yeah. I'll have to rate this show explicit when I upload it, that's for sure.
Wait. You're gonna have to what?
I'll have to rate
You're
the
gonna
show
have to explicit? Okay.
explicit.
Okay. So I gotta make sure I don't do the beep, right?
Well, I got one of them, but I don't ever
You
use
gotta
it.
let him know, though. You gotta let him
Oh
know.
my
Well, I already dropped an F-bomb,
man,
so.
this is great.
Oh, man.
This
Get on
is
YouTube.
absolutely freaking fabulous tonight. I needed this all night. Wait, is it Friday or Saturday?
It's Friday.
The moon is up.
It's almost full, too.
And the
Almost.
alcohol is going in the system, so yeah.
There you go.
What are you drinking tonight, by the way? I didn't ask.
Bahama Mama.
Ooh, that's one of my
10%
favorites.
alcohol.
That's what,
You know,
10%?
that is the one thing I don't know if that was a good idea to do like that much alcohol, but let me tell you what, when you don't know what to think and you drink a 10% alcohol, it makes you think of fabulous, wonderful things for the world.
It does. I prefer sex on a beach.
I just said it on live.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Sometimes it happens.
Hey, Glenn, I'm not
Yes.
going to regret. Wow, I'm not going to regret this in the morning, right? You're going to bleep that out.
I've never had a woman regret it the next morning. No, so you'll be fine.
Okay, so we can bleep part of that out, right?
I could take care of it.
OMG.
That's it.
What if somebody hears this tomorrow?
I think I only have like 2 fans. You're one of them, so.
Oh, please. I don't believe that.
Well,
I don't believe that one little bitty teeny weeny bit. Because you know what? Okay. Wait a minute, Glenn. Let me tell you about fans, okay? It's not what you see on your personal level. It's what you feel on the outside.
That's true.
Let me tell you, I used to think, oh no, and then it's difficult. Let me tell you,
it is.
When you come down from the galaxy to Earth and you land, it's difficult for the first couple of days because you like kind of shake a little bit and you feel funny because of all the different emotions that are around you.
Yeah, the auras.
That too. The auras, or like, they can be all right, but the bright ones, oh man.
Can you read minds and read auras?
Oh, I'm gonna have to say no on both. However, there are some people, not all, but every now and then when you talk to somebody, it's like, I know, da, 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 da. And it's like you can feel all that. Every now and then, that is true.
It is.
However, it's not for everyone that somebody or somebody else comes across. It is a very, I wouldn't say rare, I would say post-selective.
Okay.
on how they allow their feelings to project out to the other feelings that are nearby in the vicinity of what their conscience is filtering.
It's true. It's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah, that's the only thing about coming down from the galaxy is the deepness that you get.
Is
from
when you're in the galaxy, like here we have, like I live on the East Coast and Matt lives further away on the West Coast. We have different time zones. Do they have different time zones in the galaxy?
No, time in the galaxy, Glenn. How can it really exist when there's no past and there's no future until the next?
Super deep.
That's
till the next
true.
breath, till
Wow.
the next day, till the next.
You are
adventure.
a deep lady.
She got a lot of mind.
She does. She's very intelligent. I dig it. I dig it a lot. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I
get, you know how I am, Glenn. I get a little quiet when I think about the sweet things that could be. I don't think about the bad stuff because why should there be bad when there should be good?
I think you could have been a psychologist. That's some very, very good words for people who may be down.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Please don't tell me when you grow up.
I decide to actually put myself in that position and actually stick through it. I tried before. I didn't stick through it. So, here I am coming from the galaxy.
Yeah. I love your laugh. That's great. Well, we probably should. Matt, you were talking about the challenge coin that you're working on, and
which one?
The most recent one that you're doing with the. What is the character called that's on the front? I think you need to put the Kraken behind him. I really do.
For the big old Kraken.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool, and so that's what I'm pulling for. But the lighthouse wouldn't be bad either, except then I got to thinking, I guess I could be signaling danger ahead, but would he be too close to the shore?
What about mermaids?
I'm all about mermaids.
How about some mermaids like jumping out?
I'm all about mermaids. So, wait a minute. Did the lady just sent me the most recent artwork for the one I'm working on?
Hell yeah!
Holy cow! Holy cow! This is only how long have I been working on this? I'm going to. I've only been trying this.
It's like a week or two, I think.
No, it's been a little bit longer than that. But yeah, it's been a while, and so let's see. Yeah, I'm pulling it up. Hold on, I just got to push like 20 buttons here. There. Let me move this here over here.
It might not even be 20 buttons, Glenn. It might only be 5.
I can push some buttons.
Don't over-exaggerate yet.
I can push some buttons.
Glenn, is the knife
I
gonna
like
come
to
off?
push buttons too. I know what buttons there are.
I'm glad I'm on a small screen right now. What was your question?
I said, is the knife gonna come off, brother?
Yeah. So what I changed, Matt, is I changed on the handle. You see the little Texas emblem there?
On the handle?
Yes, I did.
Why did you invert it on the other side?
Well, and then it looks backwards on the other side, doesn't it? I'm like, I tend to flip it. Jesus Christ. But tell them before. Oh, that'll take like a month to get that out. But I also changed that's leather strap around the handle, and that is the shape of the original Bowie knife from the Alamo.
Oh,
so
very nice.
yeah, Bowie
but
knife.
I gotta change. God almighty, how am I gonna explain that to her?
I could change it for you.
What?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna send this.
Wait a minute.
I can make it look way better, brother.
Wanna like repeat that whole movie
Which movie?
with a Bowie knife?
Well, no, this is
I
a
can
coin.
already see this as you're saying it, Glenn. This is weird.
Is it weird that I could project my thoughts out and you would get them?
No, it doesn't look good. That's the thing.
Yeah, to the jealous
A
husband,
Bowie
especially.
knife going through a alligator head? No.
Alligator head.
I didn't say anything about an alligator head.
What about a crocodile? Oh, wait. My bad. Anyways, what?
I'd be scared of a crocodile. They'd scare me. I really
I ain't scared of nothing yet.
Apparently, never mind. So,
apparently not.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that alone.
I got plenty of protection.
Well,
Maybe.
That's it, PG-13. All right.
yeah, I got that one.
Okay. Anyways.
Hold on a minute.
Are you all right?
Oh God, hold on.
Looking for a right host when I come down here to Planet Earth. That's why I call YouTube.
That's why you need me.
Here comes Speed Racer.
You got too many buttons.
I do want to dance with you.
You're stupid.
Anyway, okay, so where were we at?
I was in the gutter, but go ahead. So, no, we were talking about my coin. That
Well, I'm always in the gutter. What are you talking about?
Oh, man.
It's too bad that you don't live down on Earth. So,
Well, let me tell you what. I come down here every now and then, but I stay in the gutter until I find the right one.
sometimes you just got to roll that way. So.
Oh, no. But Matt.
You know, speaking of Matt, he is retiring from the military. And he doesn't look a day over like 14.
Dude, I got great, man.
Really? Well, you know what? We can always have a 14-year-old too.
Might be
In
illegal.
14 years.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens after that.
I guess I should ask. How old are you, Common Soul?
Don't tell him. Stay as old as I feel.
That's for him to find out, ain't it?
Apparently not me. Oh well.
Oh.
You need to come on my show. You really do.
Really? Send me a link, Glenn. Send me a link.
Well, I don't. Where can I send it? Are you my friend on Facebook?
Am I your friend where?
On Facebook.
I don't think so. I don't keep very many people on there. It's kind of topsy-turvy, you know, being in the galaxy and bringing a spaceship down here. It makes it a little difficult to keep friends on there because then they think that I'm flopping in and out, and I'm not. It's just
I get it.
not always here.
Well, I have to have some way of sending it to you. So
okay. So how can Uncommon Soul go on paranormal, guys, with Matt?
Well, he doesn't do the paranormal, guys. He's not a real fan of the paranormal. You would be competing. You would be competing with Dina there.
You want to go on the show with me?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Matt, you and Dina can do the whole show. I'll just watch. I like to watch.
Ooh.
What's
Andy,
your
I hope you've texted Dina. Well, this week on the Paranormal Guys, I have a movie director.
You want me to be an actress? I can be anybody you want, baby.
So he has been on the sets and had some haunted things happen. So he is.
Ooh, I have two.
Yeah, he's going to come on and talk about. He wouldn't tell me what set it was. He just said it was a Cadillac with bullet holes that was historic, and a ghost appeared.
The
So
car, Christine, the movie.
Well, I first went with like
I've seen one
two-pack.
of those cars before.
I thought it might be like Tupac, because he was shot in a car, but I don't know what kind of car it
Tupac,
was.
Tupac was totally different. Tupac, that was a whole different case.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know a whole lot of
Maybe
enforcement, but
was
I
it
know a little
Waylon
bit.
Jill? Not Waylon Jill. What was the first?
I've got experience from back from 1962.
Oh, so you're telling your age now. Be careful.
Oh.
So, be careful there. The next, well, never mind. So we have to figure out how. Well, I could probably text it to you.
Huh? What?
What's a bobcat? I gotta know. I'm sorry, who's shiny? I was gonna say I could probably text you the link.
Really?
Yeah, and then you could come on the show.
You got my number yet?
Hold on, let me pull up Ring Central here. I think it does show up. Yeah, I think it does show up. I do have a number.
Say it out loud.
No, I would never do that. No, I know better than that. So
good.
I know better than that. So let's see here. Okay, I think I got it. Do you want me to text you the link right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I can have it later, right?
Well, no, because unfortunately, when the studio closes, it makes a new link every time you open it. So I'd have to send. If now, no, wait a minute.
Go on right now?
No, you don't have to. How about this? I could send you a link, and it would just be me and you only in the studio.
I know that won't work.
Why not?
I gotta have more than two in there. I gotta have a few of you.
Well, I guess we could invite Andy.
I mean, that's okay. I mean, Andy's all right. I mean, does Matt want to come along?
He's just all right. So
Matt got a woman. Damn. I don't need a man anyways, really. I mean, kind of, sort of, but not really. I mean, I am a female, but that don't really count whenever you come back down to Earth, does it?
I mean, there's always tools, so you get other things fired up there.
After a while. Ask and X that. We had hallway sex for a long time before we moved out.
I want to know. There's so many questions I have for you. Maybe I tell you what. Maybe me and you can pick one of my other co-hosts from any of my 3 shows, and maybe we can have a show where we just talk to you.
No. I'm being risky, ain't I?
Well, we wouldn't have to make it live. We could record it for just us.
No, I don't want to do that. Why record something that you gotta listen? Oh wait, what if so and so heard it later, right?
Well, it depends on where I put it. Yeah, I don't want that husband shooting me in the back. Yeah, I got.
Oh no, it's not a husband. It's a so and so because I don't know who he is yet, but I think he's hot as fuck.
What?
Dude, the button.
All right. Well, hold on. I got it.
So late. So late. Damn it.
We got the button going.
I'm not very good at this. I'm a little distracted right now.
Are we all in training here? Because that's all right. I'm in training too, apparently.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how to get my dog to quit barking at every damn thing that he looks at. But that ain't helping either. Every time I bring him down here to earth, he barks at everything, and I'm just like, oh, Lord. Here we go again.
He gets used to the people up there, and when he comes down here, we're weird. So
you know what? You would think by now, him seeing all those different aliens and stuff, that he would be like, okay, we're seeing like the normal ones. No, this dog thinks those are normal and these are weird. I'm like, really? Okay, maybe we're both confused because he's not used to that. I am. He's not, but we're both getting used to. Well, I'm getting used to him getting used to both. Whenever I'm already used to seeing somebody with 3 heads and 4 arms, and
that's weird.
Oh no, it's not, because when you find a thumb, and it's like all the parts are right. Oh.
I have so many questions.
Different show.
First one.
Well, no, we'll
Let
have to
me see
save
if
this.
I can answer it.
We'll have to save this for another show. So.
Okay. Okay. Wait a minute.
I could text your question later today. Okay.
Coins.
Will you tell Matt what you want, and I bet you Matt can make it. How about this? How about we do Stump Matt? Stump AIs. Tell him something to make and see if he can do it.
Okay, Matt.
Now remember, we are on, like, people can see this, so it can't be X-rated. So.
Okay.
Oh, AI won't let you do X-rated, brother.
Oh. There's no AI porn?
No, buddy. Sorry.
Damn it.
Not yet.
Okay. So, as far as a challenge coin, it will have 2 sides, correct? One that's magnetic and one that's not.
Yeah, if you want.
So it'd be like a golf marker for your putter ball.
Okay.
She said balls.
Okay. Okay, so I'm thinking, is it going to fit on a hat, or is it going to be a tie clip?
What do you want? Tie clip? Okay, tie clip it is.
A tie clip is kind of an odd shape, so yeah, you haven't made one.
Yeah.
Like that.
Nope, have not.
Tie shape and golf marker is going to be 2 different designs. It's going to be
tie shaped golf ball marker challenge.
Golf ball marker is probably going to be your best bet. Okay. If you're looking for a more consignment.
Well, no, this is Stump Matt to see if he can make it or he can't make it. We could turn this into a weekly segment on Common Soul. 2
different types then, right?
Well, we can only give
one that's a golf marker and one that's a money clip then.
Well, I don't know if Matt wants to take 2 challenges at once, but that's up to him. I say we only give him 1 challenge tonight, and you can think next week of another one.
Okay, so the golf marker.
This could be a weekly segment. This is a weekly segment.
Because golf
Stump Matt.
For guys is needed. They've got to have that to be able to relax.
All right, here you go. Here's your golf ball challenge coin. I already got it for you. It's right here. Here, ready? There you go. Golf ball challenge tie. She's actually pretty good.
That's pretty badass, actually. That's pretty badass. Okay, so
describe it to her. She can't see it, Glenn.
So yeah, it's in the shape of a tie, like you wear a man's tie, and the tie actually comes out of the back, and you could use that as your marker. That's pretty badass.
I love AI.
You know what? Oh, wait a minute, Matt. You know what? For some of those attorneys that get done with some of those really hard cases and they need to go.
She said hard.
OMG, that would be such a great relief. Oh, wow. Okay. You know what? You might be able to do a tie clip and a golf ball marker and the same thing.
I'm gonna come.
That's a lot of.
I'm gonna come too. One day.
Well, if I can take us off the air and you can do it, well, never mind.
That ain't gonna happen either. I just said that because I heard that, but I know that. So, I mean,
gotcha. I might later listen to this show. So.
Oh. I listen to something always later, and sometimes it does, and sometimes it don't.
Yeah,
Never know.
When you get older, that's what happens. So yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. It's a little work to get to it.
God, there you go. There you go, Glenn.
Holy cow! You are a genius, Matt. He just made it. He just 40s. Say what?
Nothing.
Okay, so he just made it into a money clip with the golf ball marker. Now, you didn't tell him what was on the back of it, the round side or the tie side, the picture side. So,
okay, but wait a minute. No. Money marker, golf marker is two totally different things.
Oh.
A tie marker and a golf marker is more the relevant thing than a money marker / money clip. I think no, that don't know because how many? Wait, okay, hang on. This is gonna sound weird, okay? I mean, I'm really not trying to sound like it's on live air, but I mean, come on. Who's?
Oh, that's bad too.
No, don't let me say this. Don't let me say that.
I love AI, man. I gotta get out of
here. Yeah, we've went 2 hours, so yeah, we probably need to end the show. Well,
that's probably a good idea because I'm like, no. I mean, people should spend money, but people shouldn't spend money.
Well, hold on.
What it needs to be on.
Hold on 1 second. I'll tell you what we can do. I can end the show and take us off live, and you can still be on the phone with me. How about that? I can do that. That sounds so disappointed. Just like all the women in my life. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I just get it over with. Yeah, I get it. So, all right. Well,
Lord have mercy. I'll make it fun at least. Shit.
Well, if you got to do it, you got to do it. I've totally lost it now. I'm trying to find their exit song.
Matt, you want to join?
I got
all right. Ladies and gentlemen, you can let me put this up here real quick before I forget about it. You can find me and my crew in multiple places. Remember to listen to us on Yerg's Radio. Ross airs all of these shows over, except for this one. I got to talk to him about that. You can also find the Paranormal Guys and the Misfits on WDJY and Fairfax Cable Channel 37. Also, coming later in the month, we will be in Denver and California. And California wants to see our faces, so we'll be in video in California, San Francisco. So that's kind of a cool thing. So we're there. I have not got a show scheduled for tomorrow with the Misfits, so we might take a day off. I'm not sure yet. Unless Matt wants to come on. So Matt, can you do a Misfits? You should do a Misfits. Oh, darn it.
I get the duty of my country, brother. Sorry.
Well, I'm glad you're doing it for our country. So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you for tuning in. There were some technical difficulties. We got over it. And it was all good. Next week, what do I got coming up next week? On the paranormal guys, I got a movie set director. That's going to be a good show. And I think next week is our FBI. I'm trying to pull my calendar up. Hostage negotiator that's coming on the show here on the Grin Guardian show. So there's always something new and exciting coming on all of our shows. So yes, I have Isaac Bentacourt coming on next week on the Grin Guardian show. He's a former FBI hostage negotiator, and he was one of the first officers on the scene at the Pentagon in 9/11. And he's got some great stories to tell about challenge coins and some unique history. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I appreciate it. And we will see you soon. Good night, everybody.